What's going on, everybody on YouTube land, and welcome back to a new episode of GBA. In this episode, we are unboxing the March Video Games Monthly box. So yeah, guys, once again, if you guys don't know what this box is, this is a subscription service that basically gets delivered to your house once a month. Video Games Monthly is by far my favorite box that I open up every single month, and this is one of my favorite days of the month in general. I just love getting retro games. Video Games Monthly is a fantastic company. They have great customer service, and they just do a really good job of sending me games that I don't have. And I have quite a few games, so it's awesome that they really take the time to curate these boxes for me, and they always do a great job. I just love this service in general, and I highly suggest this service to people who like retro video games and who don't have a whole lot of options as far as video game stores goes in their neighborhoods or whatnot. So yeah, definitely. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and let's pop this open and see what we got in March's Video Games Monthly box. Just real quick, I know the systems that I get games for are the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Nintendo 64, and the GameCube. And speaking of that, you can receive games from systems ranging from the Atari age of gaming all the way up to stuff like PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U. Also, I want to mention that they have a database on their website where you can enter all the games that you currently own so you don't get duplicates. And it's a really good idea to keep up with that list because you will get duplicates if you don't update it. So yeah, so now let's go ahead and open up this box. I get the 10 game a month box. So for that 10 games, I know with shipping this box comes out to right around $91 or $92 a month. And it is a tier system, so you can get 3 games, 4 games, 5 games, or 10 games. So basically you can pick a tier that fits your budget. So yeah, so let's open it up and see what we got in this 10 game box here. So we'll grab our trusty box cutter, cut open this mailing envelope. So once you pull this out of the box, the first thing that you notice is your boy Floyd right here on the front of the box, which is Video Game Monthly's mascot, I guess you could say it. And their catchphrase or slogan is "Play the past into the future." And I don't know if you guys can tell on video or whatnot, but this box has a big bulge. And here at GBA, we love big bulges in our boxes. So hopefully that means I got an extra game or whatnot. So let's go ahead and open it up and see. So I'll try to start out with the cards first. Alright, so right off the top, we've got our packing material, which is our bubble wrap. We'll throw that over to the side. And let's see what we've got here. Alright, so our first card is, basically this is your thank you card and your reminder. Basically, this card is just saying to update your library, pretty much. They don't automatically put these games in for you, so obviously when you're done going through the box, you definitely want to go in their website and update your library, but also this is a thank you card. Alright, so next up, as far as cards go, we have our business card that we get every single month. So the primary function of this card is letting you know that if you share your box to social media, primarily their Facebook page, you have the chance to win some free games in the next month's box. So it's always good to share what you got, and it's a fun community to be a part of. So it's nice seeing what everybody got, and I enjoy always posting what I get in my boxes. All right, so next up we actually have a 1-up card. So yeah, basically 1-ups are not guaranteed, but they're always welcomed. So basically you can get 1-ups, 2-ups, they've got like power packs and stuff like that. And if you receive this card, basically that means you get a free game. So in this box, instead of 10 games, I should have 11. Alright. And I fill our Trinket this month, so we'll go ahead and show that. So we have a Video Games Monthly bottle opener. So every single month they basically give you a little trinket in the box. It's just like kind of throw-in thank you item or whatnot. I've got some really neat, useful things from these trinkets though, and this will come in handy, I'm sure. So yeah, we've got a bottle opener. Alright, so now into the good stuff. Let's see what games we got. I'll try to show you guys the games first like I usually do, and I'll save handheld stuff till the end. So the first game feels like a Super Nintendo game. I'll show you guys. Alright, so for Super Nintendo, we have Spawn the video game. So that's really awesome. I don't think I've ever played the Super Nintendo version of Spawn, so I'm definitely excited to get this, and I'm happy to try it out. Now, the label's seen its better days. You know, the label's a little bit messed up, and there's a rip on the back label right there. But to be honest with you, I mean, of course I care about condition of video games, but I'm not like a huge stickler on it. As long as the label is intact and I can read it, that's really all that matters to me. So definitely happy to get Spawn for the Super Nintendo. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have played this game, and let me know what it's like. Because like I said, I'm drawing a blank. I don't think I've played Spawn on the Super Nintendo. Alright, so off to a strong start. Alright, so next up, I think we've got another Super Nintendo game here. I'll show you guys first. Alright, so for Super Nintendo, we have Disney's Goof Troop, which is a game that I've been wanting a lot. You know, I haven't spent a lot of time with this game either. I think I fired it up on an emulator once, but I want to say this is a puzzle-esque type of game. I do think that there is a lot of puzzle elements in this. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is one I've been looking to pick up, and I'm super happy to get it. And once again, the label is a little bit weathered, but you know, it's intact, and I can read the spine, so that's all that really matters. So yeah, Goof Troop and Spawn, definitely great ways to start this box. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. I feel like this feels like a GameCube game in a generic case. Alright, so for the GameCube, we have Gun. Alright, so obviously a disc-only game of Gun. You know, I haven't played this. I'm not really big on a lot of first-person shooters, but I'm definitely willing to give this a chance. Like I said, I don't know anything about this game, but still happy to get it and happy to check Gun off of the list here. Now, I don't really like collecting disc-only games, but what I usually do is I just get a empty DVD case and print off some artwork, and that way it looks good on the shelf. I don't mind having cart-only games, but disc-only, that kind of bums me out a little bit. But like I said, I have no problem with getting a disc-only because I'll just print out some artwork for it. So yeah, Gun for Nintendo GameCube. Alright, so I think we've got another GameCube game here. I'll try to show you guys first. Alright, so for the GameCube, we have 007 Nightfire. So yeah, I mean, basically another first-person shooter game. I really haven't spent no time with this game either, but I'm pretty sure it probably plays like a lot of the other 007 games of the time. So this is actually in a generic case, so you just got the game and the artwork. But you know, getting the artwork is great because I can pick up a an empty GameCube case and throw the artwork in there, and then all I'm missing is the manual. So definitely awesome to get this. Happy to check 007 Nightfire off the list. Alright, so next up we've got the GameCube again. So for the GameCube, so we have, what the heck, Shonen Jump's One Piece Grand Battle. So One Piece, this is an anime, and I probably mentioned it several times in the past, I'm not a huge anime fan in general. I really haven't spent a lot of time with any of the shows. And I know this is based off of a show. And if this is like most of these games, it's probably a fighting game. So I do like fighting games, so I definitely will have some fun with this if that's the case. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. And are you a fan of One Piece? Is it something that maybe I should try out and see if I like it? But yeah, nonetheless, happy to check this off. I know there's a couple of these One Piece games on the GameCube, so this is the first one I've gotten. So definitely happy to get it. So we got One Piece Grand Battle for the GameCube. And once again, this isn't a generic case with just the game in there. But like I said, getting the artwork is fine by me. So definitely happy to get this and happy to check it off the GameCube list. Alright, so next up I think we've got a Nintendo 64 game. Try to show you guys first. Alright, so for the Nintendo 64 we have Virtual Chess 64. So obviously chess isn't going to blow anybody's mind away or whatnot, and probably not going to be my favorite game on the system, but I am casually going for a complete set of Nintendo 64 games, so I'm always happy to get one I don't have. And I've been looking to add this. This is one of those games that you don't really want to spend too much money on, obviously, because you're probably not going to spend much time playing it, but now I don't have to worry about that because now I have it. So yeah, Virtual Chess 64 for the Nintendo 64. Alright, so we've got another Nintendo 64 game here. I'll show you guys first. Alright, so for Nintendo 64, we have Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. So this is awesome to get because I have the first Ready to Rumble on Nintendo 64, so now I can check the second one off the list. If you guys haven't never played these boxing games, they are a lot of fun. It's got a very arcadey feeling to it, arcadey style feel, which I'm a big fan of. I really like arcade style racing games, arcade style sports games, you know, boxing games, golf games, you know, like something like NBA Jam or NFL Blitz. Those are my favorite kind of sports games because they have that less serious feel about them. But yeah, nonetheless, definitely happy to get this and check Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2 off the list. Alright, so I think we're down to Game Boy games. That's all that's left in here, which is fine by me because I love my Game Boy. Alright, so first up, show you guys first. Alright, so we have Spot the video game for Game Boy. So I do have one of the Spot games for Game Boy, but it's not this one. So I'm definitely happy to get this. I've got like some, at least it looks similar to this. I got Spot for the NES. Let me know down in the comments that this plays like the NES game. Because like I said, the cover art looks exactly the same pretty much. But I haven't played this, but I'm looking forward to popping in and seeing how much I like it. I just got a new Game Boy and I did the Bevet mod to it. Like put the backlight and Bevet module in it or whatnot. So definitely happy to get this and I'll be trying this game out on that Game Boy. So yeah, Spot the video game on Game Boy. Alright, so next up on the Game Boy. Alright, so we've got Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. So that's awesome. I've got a couple of the Crazy Castle games, but I think I'm missing the first one on the Game Boy, which would make sense because they sent it to me. But definitely happy to get it. I'm a big fan of a lot of these Bugs Bunny, Tiny Toon type games. Let me know if this is a platformer, because that's what my guess would be. But yeah, Bugs Bunny and Crazy Castle for the Game Boy. Alright, so next up, show you guys first. Alright, so we have Caesar's Palace for the Game Boy. You know, Caesar's Palace, what can you say? It's probably a bunch of card games like blackjack and stuff like that. Probably not something that I'm going to spend a lot of time with, but I don't have it, so happy to check it off the list. So we've got Caesar's Palace on the Game Boy. Alright guys, so I think we're down to our last game. So that's a little bit sad, but you know, all good things must come to an end, as they say. So show you guys first. Let's see how we end this video. Alright, so we have, it's a good one. We got Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back on the original Game Boy. So I have the first Star Wars game. I don't have this one, but I'm definitely happy to get it and check it off the list. And I'm looking forward to popping this in and seeing how it plays. So definitely happy to get Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back on the original Game Boy. Alright, so just so we're we're down to the empty box. So that's all that we've got left. So let's do a quick recap and let's see what Video Games Monthly sent me this month in fast order here. So it looks like we got 4 Game Boy games this month. So once again, we got Caesar's Palace, Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, Spot the video game, and one of my favorite games this month that I got, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Alright, so we've got 2 Nintendo 64 games this month. We've got Virtual Chess 64 and Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Another one of my favorite games that I got this month. Alright, so we got 3 GameCube games this month. And 2 of them had at least the game and the artwork, so I'm happy about that. We have One Piece Grand Battle. We've got 007 Nightfire. And the disc-only copy of Gun. Alright, last and certainly not least, probably, honestly, the 2 games that I was most excited to get in this box, and they were the first 2 I pulled out. We've got Spawn for Super Nintendo, and Goof Troop for Super Nintendo. Like I said, I know this is a pretty popular game. I'm excited to get it. Like I said, I think this is more of like a puzzle game. Let me know down in the comments if I'm right, because it's probably going to be a couple days before I can try these games out. But yeah, so Goof Troop and Spawn on Super Nintendo. So yeah, definitely cool. What do I think about the box this month? I love it. Like usual, these guys do a great job. And like I said, you know, if you guys watch these videos and wonder why I'm not getting a lot of the more common games on these systems, to be honest with you, I've got quite a few games already for the systems that I get games for out of this box. So they've really got to dig deep to try to give me games that I don't have. And I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about this box. Do you like what they sent me? Let me know what your favorite games are that they sent me. And let me know if I need to know anything about these games. Like I said, especially the ones that I haven't played. I would love to know y'all's opinions on that. So guys, I think that's going to bring me to about the end of this video. But first, I want to say thank you so much for tuning into this episode of GBA. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. It would help me out tremendously. Also, share the video if you know anybody who would like this kind of content. But guys, I think I'm going to go open up some more boxes, maybe play some of these games behind me, try to enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you do too. So until next time, everyone, I'll see you later.